What's up, y'all? It's your girl Maury, that cool little pretty girl, and I am back with another video. So it's been a while since I've done a Talks with Maury video, and today I decided to do, have a little chit chat with you guys. Like a couple days ago, I had a conversation with someone, and they asked me this weird question, and they were like, would you rather be in a relationship or would you rather be single? Y'all see my hair? I don't be knowing what to do with this no more, so I'll be just I try to put in this little mohawk. Do it look like a mohawk? But whatever, they asked me, like, would you rather be in a relationship or would you rather be single? And I was just like, I kind of brushed them off. I was like, I don't know, why are you asking that question? But ever since they asked me that, like, I kind of thought about it, and I kind of been thinking about it, so I wanted to get on here and, like, answer or whatever. They also asked me, like, when you're in a relationship, what's a deal breaker? Not a deal breaker, but, like, what will be your last straw? Like, how much are you able to tolerate, and what will be your last straw? Like, basically asking, like, how strong I am in a relationship, and, like, do I give up easily or whatever. So I don't know why they was asking me the question, but it kind of, had me, like, thinking a little bit. So I wanted to get on here and kind of answer that question. So first off, I just want to start by saying, like, I really thought hard about this question. Because I don't know, like, I just didn't know. I don't know. I'm going to start off by saying, like, it's been a minute since I've been in, like, a relationship. It's been a while since I've been in a committed relationship where, like, me and the person agreed, like, we doing this, like, we're in a relationship, I'm yours, you're mine, and nobody else included. I just want to start off by saying that my last relationship like that was in 2013, and I was a senior in high school. That was my last boyfriend or relationship period, is when I was a senior in high school. I am now 23 years old. So that was when I was like 17. I'm now 23 years old. So, I've talked to people, I've dealt with people, but it hasn't gotten to a point where it's like, okay, like, we're going to do this. We're going to be in a relationship. So the reason why I had to think hard about it is because I can't even remember. Like, I don't really remember what a relationship feels like, if that makes sense. Like, I remember, not disregarding the relationship that I was in, because to me, like, it was a great relationship. We had good times together, whatever the case may be. But it's just been a while, like, so I don't really remember. I don't remember how it feels to have, like, someone always there, knowing that they're yours, and being secure, and them not, dealing with anyone else, or skeptical about it, or being afraid that, like, they may be dealing with someone else. So I'm not really sure. But I've enjoyed the single life. But at the same time, like, being single is kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie, like, it's kind of annoying, only because when you're single, it's so many, like, especially nowadays, in this generation, when you're single, there's so many rules and regulations, and it's like, it's like, okay, you know how you have like, it's only like 2 stages. Like, I feel like nowadays it's only 2 stages. It's like, well, I guess like 3 stages. Like, you're friends, you're cool, you get to know each other. Then you're in like the talking stage or whatever. And then from the talking stage, you kind of decide whether or not, you know, y'all are gonna go far, if y'all feeling each other, if you like the vibes or whatever the case may be, right? But I say it's rules and regulations because when you're single, you really have to like tiptoe around your feelings. You have to tiptoe around your feelings. You have to, for me, I feel like, I keep trying to hide my nail going like this because look, my nail broke. Messing with them kids, they broke my nail. But anyways, I say you have to tiptoe around your feelings. For me, I may be more guarded because, you know, you could be kicking it with someone for like some months. You could be kicking it with someone for some months, a great amount of months, almost a year, maybe more than a year. Because I feel like there's really no time to put on like when you guys should make it official or whatever the case may be. It all depends on like you and the person you're dealing with. So I'm gonna say like months, a year, or maybe more than 1 year, whatever makes y'all comfortable. But you know, and then you could really be kicking it, enjoying the vibes, enjoying the person. You may be feeling like, you know, the you know, you may feel like y'all going somewhere, you're growing into something. Then once you start spending a lot of time with someone, and you start spending every day with them, you start talking to them every day, all day, y'all start doing things together all the time, you know, include each other and stuff, you're automatically bound to gain those feelings for a person. Like, realistically speaking, you're automatically bound to gain those feelings for a person. And you know, that's fine. You know, that's the whole idea in like the talking stage or whatever. But I just feel like you always like have to be guarded, and you really gotta pay attention and stuff like that, because there's no agreement, or there's no, y'all aren't in a committed relationship. So it's like that person can, if they decide to, they can just go and like do whatever they want to do, or choose like, oh, I'm not gonna talk to her today, or I don't feel like, you know what I mean? Or they could really just wake up one morning and just decide or realize like I don't want this no more, like I don't like her no more, like on to the next girl, or whatever the case may be. So it's kind of scary, because it's like, dang, like we just spent all this time together, and then it's like you just wake up one morning and just decide like, nah, that's not for me no more. So that's why I say, like, for me, I always, and I'm speaking on experience. You know, it's happened to me a couple of times, I ain't gonna lie. And that's why I say, like, being single is annoying, because like we're not meant to be, we were not put on this earth to be alone. Everybody wants somebody like to vibe with, to spend time with on an emotional level, like not just as friends, not, you know, just sexually, like on an emotional level. You eventually want to bond with someone and create that bond with someone. So it's kind of frustrating when you take time out of your life, and when you take time out of your life and you you give it to that person. You give it to that person. Like, and in the beginning, in the talking stage, you know, you're really investing a lot of time, because that's the only way you'll really get to know a person. You know, that's the only way you'll really find out whether you really like them or not, whether it can grow into something, whether this can be something, or you're just not, you know, you're just not it for me. But I just feel like sorry, I had to think about like what I was about to say before I even say that. That's why I feel like being single is annoying, because like the person can just leave, and then it's just like you kind of have a right to be upset because you invested your time into this person, but at the same time, you can't really trip because y'all weren't in a relationship. You know? So it's just like, and then you gotta start all over again and meet someone new. And then if that doesn't work out, you gotta start all over again. It's annoying, like constantly meeting new people, constantly, you know, wasting your time and investing time into people and to getting to know them. And then people just, you know, they just kind of decide, or even you yourself might decide like, nah, that's not for me. I don't really like them, or whatever the case may be. It's not always the other person. It could be you too. You just may not be like feeling it or whatever, which is understandable. I guess that's the whole point of being single, testing the waters, and that's what dating is all about. But it's annoying. And what I was gonna say is, before, like, to comment, kind of backtrack and comment on when I said like the person could just up and leave. I feel like, me personally, comment below and let me know if you agree with me. But me personally, I just feel like if we spent like 6 months to a year or more, like 6 months to a year or more around each other and with each other, and we invested that much time, and you just wake up one day and just decide like, nah, this ain't what I want, or nah, I'm out. Like, I have a problem with that. Because like, I feel like within the first 2 months of really like dealing with someone or getting to know someone, even maybe, granted, to be nice, I'm gonna say for the first 3 months, like you spend 3 months around someone and getting to know someone or whatever the case may be, like, you know whether or not you want to be around them or not. Period. Like, but yeah, like, you know whether or not you want to be around that person. I just feel like for you to string someone along that far, or especially if it's past a year, like, if for you to string someone along that far, like, that's very selfish of a person. It's very selfish of a person. But yeah, so that's why I kind of feel like, you know, I've been single for a long time, and the single life is fun, but, you know, it gets lonely and it gets annoying. Like, again, I already explained that. But now being in a relationship is like, you know, it has its perks and it has, you know, its pros and cons as well. Because, you know, me personally, when I'm in a relationship, like, I'm really like, if I'm in a relationship, it's because I really want to be there. Like, I'm not the type of person, hence that's why I've been single for so long, because I'm really not the type of person to just go and just be jumping in relationships, or, you know, going from person to person. Not knocking anybody that does it or bashing anybody that does it, because what works for you is for you. But that's just not me. I really, like, first and foremost, I'm really not a people person. I'm not a people person. So I'm not the type, I don't really like people like that to just be tolerating all these different people and jumping into these different relationships. And it can be very, like, toxic to your life, because you just dealing with all these different personalities and you don't really have time to grow from one relationship before you get into another one. And, like, I just feel like if you break up with the person, like, sometimes you need to reflect on, like, why did we break up? What happened? Whatever the case may be. But I feel like, you know, back to what I was saying, when I'm in a relationship, like, I'm really invested in it. I believe in giving my all. When I'm in a relationship, I'm in it because I want to be there. And it's because, you know, for one, I really love that person. I've grew a bond with them, and most importantly, it's because I trust them, and I trust them with my heart and my feelings, and I know that, you know, they're not really gonna do anything to harm me, or I believe that, you know, like, my heart is safe in their hands, basically. But I feel like being in a relationship is also, like, I don't like when relationships are, like, real serious, like, especially if, like, you're, like, we're not married. I feel like it shouldn't be, like, real serious. I feel like when you're in a relationship, you should be able to have fun with your spouse, with your partner. I feel like, you know, like, y'all should be able to have fun collectively and separately. Like, I don't know. When I'm in a relationship, like, I don't want to feel like I'm your mother. Like, I'm not the type to trip. I'm really not the type to, you know, I don't go through people's phones. Because once I go through your phone, that means I don't trust you. And when I don't trust you, like, I don't need to be with you no more. That's just period. Like, and then it's like, if you out with your friends or whatever, like, I'm not the type to be calling where you at, what you doing. That all plays into trusting, and that's why I say, most importantly, if I'm in a relationship, it's because I trust the person. I need to be able to know that and feel comfortable that when you're out with your friends, like, you're not trying to talk to the next girl, or when you're out with your friends and I'm not around, like, you're not embarrassing me or disrespecting me, because Maury don't take disrespect well. Period. So yeah, also, like, when I, like, being in a relationship is perks, because, you know, you get to travel. You have, like, a lifetime travel partner. Well, not lifetime, but because lifetime is like married, but you have, like, a travel partner. You have, like, a best friend, you know. You have someone, you know, that there's always gonna be someone there. Like, there's always gonna be someone who loves you, and, you know, you never really feel alone. So it's perks to being in a relationship. Y'all could build together. You have, you know, someone to motivate you all the time when you're down, or, you know, when you're not at your best, they're pushing you. That's all the things that I see when I think of a relationship. But I think, you know, there's some things that in a relationship is good, and it can be very healthy, and it could be walks in the parks and pretty flowers. But, you know, a relationship is very challenging too, because you have to constantly, I feel like when you're in a relationship, like, you have to keep constantly knowing your partner. You have to keep constantly learning them, and it's a lot of time invested in that as well, because you know, once you're in a relationship, whereas when you're single, you know, you just go and you just do whatever. You get up, you go. You don't really have to, not answer to, but like, you don't really have to worry about no one. But once you're in a relationship, nah, all of that changes. You don't just get up and go, and you don't just go and do things, like, because you now have a partner. You don't just worry about yourself. Like, when you're in a relationship, you care for yourself, but you care for your partner as well. Like, you make sure your partner is good. Like, if I ate, if I'm eating, like, I'm gonna text my boyfriend, like, hey, did you eat? Did you want something to eat? I'm about to get this. Or did you, like, if I'm cooking, I'm not just, you know what I mean? So, like, yeah, like, you're not just caring for yourself no more. It's not just you, it's another person as well. And then what I mean when I say, like, you're constantly learning your partner is because, honestly, like, people change every day. And it's like my favorite color could be purple. My favorite color is purple right now. If we're together for a long time, in 3 years, I might like yellow now. I'm tired of the color purple. My new favorite color is yellow. You have to pay attention to things like that. You know, what bothers me now, it may not bother me later. Or what didn't bother me before, circumstances may have changed, and things may occur where now I'm bothered by this. Or what you're doing, like, I don't like that anymore. Or I only eat chicken now. I don't mess with the beef no more. Like, don't bring me no cheesesteak that I used to eat last year, because now I'm eating grilled chicken. Like, you really have to constantly, and I feel like, you know, that's where people really don't understand that when it comes to a relationship sometimes. And sometimes that's why relationships don't really work, because you have to treat your partner, or keep trying to learn them, like you have to keep going hard, and you have to pay attention like you paid attention when you first met them. Like, I feel like you get comfortable in a relationship, but you can never get really too comfortable. Meaning, you get comfortable being around them. You get comfortable, you know, you trust them with your secrets. You get comfortable with talking to them. You get comfortable with, you know, expressing more to them. You get comfortable with, like, you know, maybe living with them, and, you know, being around them, and whatever the case may be. But you should always keep trying to learn your partner. And that, I feel like, you know, that's a struggle in a relationship, because, again, not only do you worry about yourself, but you also you gotta worry about your partner. You have to care for your partner. Another thing is, like, sometimes communication is hard in a relationship. Like, some people aren't able to communicate as well as others. So, you know, I'm the type of person where if something is bothering me and I have something to say, I'm gonna say that shit. I can't not say how I'm feeling, because honestly, it'll eat me alive. So communication for me is a walk in the park. It's easy. It's not hard for me to communicate. It's not hard for me to express how I feel. Like, you know, if I'm mad, just let me be mad real quick. Like, if I'm mad, I'm not the type to, like, yell and scream, and, like, I'm not the type to be petty. I'm very silent when I'm mad. When I'm mad, just don't talk to me. And when I'm upset, I'm just very silent, because my mind is going 1,000 miles per hour, and I have to let it run its course and really get my thoughts together before I can come to you and really say, like, listen, No, like, whatever you did this, that, and the third. I ain't really like that. Like, I don't know what made you do it. I don't know how you was feeling when you did it. But I ain't really like that. It really hurt my feelings, or it really bothered me when you said this. It's very simple, because if you don't say it, then you don't know. Then the person don't know. So, you know, communication, and whereas I'm easy and it's okay and it's not hard for me to really let you know about how I'm feeling and what bothered me, another person may not be able to put those words together to express like how they really feel without being angry, without yelling, without arguing. Some people, it's hard for them to really sit down and have a calm, mature conversation. So, you know, different personalities and everything in a relationship, you know, that's very hard too. But a relationship, if once, you know, that's what a relationship is all about. It's about working on that. Again, learning your partner and everything like that. So, would I rather be in a relationship or would I rather be single? Honestly, I really don't know. How I'm feeling right now, how I feel right now is like, if I get into a relationship, if I meet someone and it grows into a relationship, beautiful. I would be happy with that. I would be fine with that. Not be in a relationship, I'm okay with that too. I haven't been in a relationship for so long, like, it's not like clearly I ain't missing out on nothing, or maybe I am. But I can say one thing, that I'm not gonna get in a relationship, or I would never get in a relationship until I really feel like I can trust that person, and I know without a doubt, and I'm 100% sure, and I have no skeptical feelings, no gut feelings, or nothing inside of me that that person will do anything to harm me. It may sound cliche, but I've been through a number of things in my life when it comes to people, and not really taking my feelings into consideration, when I've really, you know, I've given a lot to people, to a couple of people. I've given a lot, and, you know, I've really gotten nothing but people asking. So, you know, that's just how I feel though. If I get into a relationship, I will be happy. If not, I'm fine with that too. The last question, what's a deal breaker, or like what will cause me to break up with a person? It's just plain and simple, don't disrespect me. Like, I'm not leaving because of an argument. I'm not, you know, it's really not hard for me to leave. If we get into an argument, we're not getting along, whatever, we could work on it, we could fix that, talk about it, whatever case may be. But once you start disrespecting me, listen. Once you start disrespecting me, that's it. I don't care how much I love you. I don't care how much feelings I got for you. I will get over that shit. Because you're not going to disrespect me. You're not. And that's just that. Like, that's just that one. That's the bottom line. You will not disrespect me. I don't take disrespect well. I don't take disrespect well, because once you feel comfortable with that, once you feel comfortable with disrespecting me, you'll feel comfortable with doing anything to me, and then, like, I ain't got shit else to say to you. Period. I just don't. So, that's it. Would I rather... But I still ain't answered the question. Honestly, right now, I could be in a relationship. I think it's about that time for me to get in a relationship. I feel like I have a lot to offer. I have a lot of love to offer. I want someone to travel with, like, someone to grow with, and I'm ready to create some everlasting memories. So I could do a relationship. So I guess I would rather be in a relationship right now. Single life, I'm done with that. Been there, done that. It's been years now, and, you know, it's about that time I find someone, or someone finds me, or we come across each other and we just create magic. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me, or you know, if you disagree. How do you go about certain things, or how do you feel about certain things? I would like to thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell right over there, down there somewhere, wherever it's at. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you guys on the next video. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I love you guys, and I will see you. Peace.